on here for too long, like I always say, but I'm for real not. I'm only coming on here to be like, oh, because I saw someone was like, oh, if you're, you know, innocent or if you're not guilty of anything, why are you so defensive? And I'm defensive because I don't want anyone lying on me. Why is that so hard to believe? Like, I could really get into what all really happened. Like, most of the stuff, because it happened in 2018, I pushed it out of my mind because I'm like, that's drama. Who likes to sit here and like talk about what didn't really happen, what was fabricated to like be believed because they have a fan base and shit like that? Like, I really don't like I don't like to say, oh, I don't care, because obviously I know someone was hurt, but it's what they did while they were hurt is what's messed up. Like, that's one of the reasons why I didn't, like, I pressed the gas also. Like, I definitely did press the brakes, and when I backed off, they was like, yeah, yeah, I thought so. I was like, oh, for real. So no one mentions that part. So that's really all I was gonna say. Like, no, because no one knows what goes on beyond the scenes, like I said. And also, after that, my ex that I told you about, who I dated before I dated this guy, he was treating me through so much. He was a narcissist, whatever. Her and him hooked up. They did during this time. So she's one of those people who goes through people's phones to find out their location and what they're doing and who they're, one of those kind of scammers. And now so is he, because she put him on game. That's why till this day everything that I do is being messed with. Y'all, I just cut some onions and I'm standing over the fumes. I think it's fumes. I'm standing over them. And usually when you cut the onions, you're supposed to like back up so that they don't like go up to your face and everything. But anyways, yeah, y'all don't know what be going on beyond the scenes. Every time I did try to say what goes on beyond the scenes, it's like, oh, I'm over here just piling on this girl who just lost so and so, such and such. Which I get it, right? And that's why I was a little bit like, was trying to be polite and tell her, you know, what's really going on, because I was not the aggressor of that entire case. I wasn't, but I was being treated like it. And so what I did was press the gas. I'm like, if you're gonna treat me like a villain, I might as well show you what a villain really is. But it's not even like, oh, I was a complete villain, because I could have came out with the whole video and been like, yeah, aha, whoop de whoop. He says my stuff better than yours, which he did. But I'm not. You see, I didn't even say that from way back then. That's weird. You know what I mean? Like, that's mad weird. Why would I come out here and tell you how much he think I'm much better than you and everything? I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? But also the way he was treating me. Listen, the reason why we broke up was because I had to get this man's abortion. I had to get an abortion by him. I already have a baby. And me and him was dealing way before this baby, after this baby. And I can't do another baby. You know what I mean? So for people to come at me like I'm the villain, I'm not the villain. I was the person who experienced life. And of course, you can choose sides. You can choose sides. But the reason why you're choosing sides is because you don't really know what all happened on my side. Because I was going through changes of environments. Stuff that's happening to me, that happened to me, no one was there for. I was there, picking up my pieces. I didn't come on the internet crying. What I did as a Taurus, what I did, I sat here and took it like I did this. I did this. Like, I sat here like this. I put myself in a position, like I pressurized myself into I'm not saying I'm a diamond right now, but you know what I mean? Like, nobody, well, there was literally only one whole person in this whole wide world who saw what people was putting me through and was like, damn. You know what I mean? And to this day, listen, all I'm gonna say is people are sitting here piling up on me because they're playing devil's advocate or God's advocate, whatever, however they want to say it, which is fucking fine. But just know that you're not safe also. You can say what you want to say, but guess what? There's a reason why people picked on me. There's a reason why people picked on me. I'm trying to be nice, but I could easily, which is messed up. Which is the reason why people gang up. So I don't know. When I'm being nice, people don't really. They're like, whatever. Whoop de whoop. You still did that though. You don't know what the hell happened. You really don't. You saw me like, yeah, because at first when I backed up and I apologized, I was like, dang, I didn't know. Let me block him. Let me block you. Because she also lied to me. She's cool. She's like, girl, it's nothing. It's cool. It's whatever. Because she's not on his page. I'm thinking they're not together. She's messaging me going crazy. Hey, you're messaging my man. That's my man. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, I didn't know. My bad. Let me block him. He's telling me, what girl? Mad innocent. So I blocked them on Instagram. I'm like, okay, bye. They add me on Facebook. He adds me on Facebook. Me and him has been friends since the 12th grade. We had a class together. And our high school was so poor, we had to share textbooks. Our last names are almost the same letters. I'm P, he's M, LMNOP. You know, but we ended up sharing textbooks. At the time, we were both in relationships. I was obsessed with this boy who me and him shared the same name. He had a girlfriend. And she was the type of girl you didn't want shit from. Like, you was like, okay, I respect your boundaries. You know? Yeah, we were cool. Me and him were cool, but we didn't talk. We barely, well, we talked because we were like sitting next to each other. But we ain't talk like, let's hang out after school, nothing like that. We ended up being close after school, after high school, because we ended up joining the army. We didn't come up together and be like, hey, let's join, like the rest of my friends. Like most of my group of friends joined the army together. We joined the army thinking, hey, let's meet up in West, butt fuck, you know what I mean? And, have fun. And we did. But him, I didn't expect, we didn't even bump heads in the military. We joined at the same time. We got out at the same time. Got into toxic relationships at the same time. Got out those toxic relationships at the same time. Dealt with those toxic relationships at the same time with each other. And everybody's talking about, oh, Jezebel. I'm biting my lip because I could easily... Listen, let me go make this food for myself and my child. And I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Peace.